Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, Moss Crossings. I'm Moss, and I've got a very exciting and long-awaited video for y'all today. I'm going to be decorating all of my beaches in this video. I've pretty much not decorated any of my beaches so far. There's maybe one tiny build on one of my beaches. So this video is going to be a little bit, I just ignored Benjamin there. We'll never know if he was planning to move out or not. This video is going to be a little bit chaotic because I'm obviously going to be building a bunch of different things, and I didn't do it in a very organized way. I was kind of just jumping back and forth between things and running around the island doing various different builds. But yeah, I hope you enjoy all of these different beach builds, and maybe you'll get some ideas for your own beaches. I asked in a video recently for some beach build ideas, and I know some people gave me some ideas, but I'm so sorry, I promptly forgot all of them, and then I just sort of got into the groove of beach decorating and just did whatever I wanted. That's kind of the theme of my whole island at this point, is just throwing out any sort of concepts that I've thought of or that other people have given me ideas for, and just literally doing whatever I want in the moment. And I guess it's working out because the island's pretty much done at this point. Anyway, I really hope y'all enjoy the video, and I'll just let the footage roll. Also, don't ask me what my concept is for this build here. There's nothing super particular going on. I just was very enchanted by the idea of putting a bathtub somewhere and just surrounding it with flowers. I don't know. It was just an image that was in my mind, and I wanted to make it into reality. So yeah, obviously I put some tombstones here, and that was just because I had a bunch of them in my inventory, and I had kept meaning to do some sort of graveyard spooky area in the woods, but I kept forgetting about it, and then the woods didn't really have any space left for it. So I wanted to do something with those, and so I just put them on a beach rock, but I'm gonna move them later in the video. I just wanted them to be somewhere, and I think those might actually be the same tombstones that I had on Wild's End, because I've been just keeping the same items this whole time and reusing them. But yeah, the legacy lives on. I quickly stopped by to drop off some items that I was going to use in my Pastel carnival. which you will see later on in the video, but not quite yet. Right now I'm going up to work on this like wedding area in the top right corner of the island. I didn't actually have a ton of wedding items. I thought that I had more than I did, and I just didn't feel like getting more, so I ended up making a very simplistic, like basic kind of wedding setup, more of maybe an elopement kind of situation, I don't know, but just not very elaborate. I left this footage in because I thought it was really funny that Tia thought some rhinestone shades were an appropriate trade for a nuptial bell. I love you, Tia, but no. I'm going to be starting now on the biggest and most like cohesive of all of these beach builds, and it's going to be a carnival on my, I think this is the biggest beach, but I might be wrong. It's in front of the museum area, and it's going to be like a pastel carnival. So I had all of the items that I wanted to use in this build, but I wasn't totally sure on like exactly how I wanted to lay it all out, so you'll definitely be seeing some trial and error here as I try and figure out how to coordinate this area. This is kind of the last bit of this build that I recorded for the video. Obviously you'll see the finished product at the end when I show all of the final shots, but it just kind of cuts out here and I move on to the next build, which I lost most of the footage of me actually making this, but it is just kind of a generic beach day, beach outing kind of setup with like chairs and blankets and music and a beach ball and a cooler and all that stuff. Also, I hope y'all enjoy staring at my hot pink labelle snapback. It's pretty much the ugliest clothing item in the game and I love it. And now we're very swiftly moving on to this little corner where I didn't really do much. I just put some custom designs down and some flower stems because I like putting those on the beach. I kind of just planted some more trees and yeah, just put some custom paths down and stuff. I don't know what this build is. I had these storefronts here not because I was actually going to build something on the beach with them, but just because I had left them there because I needed somewhere to put them. But then I ended up making a gnome feast here. I'm gonna have some tables with chairs and some food and stuff on there and some garden gnomes just sitting at the table and chilling. So I don't know what this is about. I just had these plant partitions in my bag and I think I was gonna do something else with them originally, but then I forgot what it was, so I just put them here. The plant partitions and the pergola are two of my favorite of the 2.0 items, I think. They just like add something very special, and I like the plant partitions like along the edge of the beach here. I think that would be a cool thing to like extend over a longer space. I'm just making a little relaxing sitting area over here just to fill in that little corner. So I'm heading back over to my weird little beach graveyard area and just kind of rearranging a little bit because I wasn't totally sure about having the gravestones like in the background of the little bath scene that I had set up, and I wanted something that would add a little bit more height to it also. And I just happened to have this antique wardrobe and chair in my bag, and I had already put down this custom design of those little envelopes, and so I thought it would be cute to have like a little letter writing area here, like you're about to write a letter and then put it like in a message in a bottle. I just thought that was really cute since it's like right on the beach. Here I'm working on the sort of path that leads up to the small wedding area that I had made on the top right-hand corner of the island on that beach rock, and I'm just using a lot of like glowing moss and custom designs and stuff to fill in the space without having to really use any items. Since the fancy neighborhood is right up there, up that incline, I thought it would be cute to just have a little mini sitting area on the beach, like Tammy or Azalea just grabbed a beach chair and like moseyed on down to the beach and they're just sitting and reading a book or something. I just thought that would be really cute. I should probably move the book though so that one of them could actually sit there, because that would be a really cute little photo op. This kind of fancy beachside bar area outside of Ivy's house was the only build that I had already done before starting this video, I'm pretty sure. And I was going to add some more to it and make it more of a thing, but I decided to just put some drinks on the bar and call it a day. I decided to make a sweet little relaxing picnic area outside of Able Sisters because Sable and Mabel deserve a break and they should be able to come out to the waterfront whenever they want and just relax. So that's what I'm doing out here. Aesthetically, I think that the stack of pancakes looks really cute here and I really like it, but also thinking about eating pancakes on the beach is just kind of a nightmare, like so much sand getting into your syrup, so sticky, so horrible. I decided there were kind of two separate aesthetics here, that I wanted to have one of them be its own thing in a different place. And so that kind of gave me the idea for this tent area that I'm setting up on this beach rock. This actually is one of my favorite builds that I did in this video, this little tent area. So this is kind of the home stretch of the video. This is the last area that I'm going to be significantly working on. So I just wanted to chat a little bit. Thank you for watching this far. If you're still watching, I appreciate it. But I just wanted to chat a little bit about upcoming videos because I'm trying to kind of figure out what I'm doing from here now that Fair Falls is pretty much, or at least like this iteration of the dream address is complete, because I'm not going to be doing any major builds for a while after this. So I'm definitely going to be doing like a tour and a dream address release pretty soon, and I want to do like a more creative kind of video that kind of showcases Fair Falls, and I have an idea that I'm kind of workshopping right now that I'm really excited for if it does pan out. So that's something to look forward to. I'm not going to say anything more. I know that's kind of cryptic, but I'm still working on that kind of concept. And I also want to do some Let's Plays where I'm just running around and like hunting bugs and fish, because I would really like to fill out my museum on Fair Falls, and I'm nowhere near that yet, so gonna have to be working on that. So those are some possible future things that might be coming soon. I had this cute idea to put out little sandals that are supposed to belong to Sable and Mabel right outside their picnic area, and I think it is very cute. So this is pretty much it for the video. I'm gonna roll some final shots as usual and then say goodbye. So stay tuned for some aesthetic final shots. Thank y'all for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and thanks for coming with me on the journey of finally decorating my beaches. It feels so good to have them done. Stay tuned for new videos coming very soon, and hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye!